What's up, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode of the QC Podcast. I'm your co-host, QT.
I'm Corey.
And today, man,
I'm
we got
Cam.
us. Oh, okay. He already did it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Today, we got us a guest on, man, a new guy. Guy I just recently met, man, from a very important group of guys in my life, the Circle, man. So we talked about him getting on and everything, and we just want to touch on some topics that he comfortable talking about, and he got some stuff he want to tell y'all. So we here for him on Cam. Introduce yourself and let's get to it.
I'm Cam Thompson. I live in Ypsilanti, Michigan. I'm currently a senior in college. I got one more semester left, so I'm excited to be done with that.
Oh, yeah.
Last little thing about me, I played college football, and I now coach college football. So, yeah, that's about me. But in terms of talking about mental health, stuff like that, I really opened my eyes like senior year of high school, and then I had to write a very important paper this year, like my senior capstone. And
Right.
I chose to talk about mental health. And like immediately, one of the first things I noticed was it's not talked about, not like nearly enough. Everybody's going through something. Some people talk about it more than others.
Right.
But it really just comes down to everybody has to find somebody they're comfortable talking to. No matter who it is. It could be your mom, it could be your grandmother, it could be anybody, but everybody's just got to find somebody they're comfortable talking to about any type of issues. Another thing I'll say is you don't leave anything on your chest, get it all off of your chest. Don't leave any type of burdens holding you back, any weight on your shoulders. One of the specific articles I researched about was Simone Biles,
right,
gymnast.
Yep.
So I actually didn't watch the Olympics over the summer, but after researching all that, I shortly noticed that she didn't really perform in the Olympics. I don't know if you guys seen that.
I definitely seen it. Yeah, we seen it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I kind of dove into that a little bit, and I wanted to find out more about it. So her situation was she suffered from something called the twisties, which is a gymnast term. It's basically where you don't feel comfortable in the air, and you don't have control of your body. And so I'm not a gymnast, but I definitely felt that because like if you're going 30 feet up in the air and you don't have control of your body, or you don't feel like you have control of your body, there's definitely an issue there. Right. And my teacher started talking to me more and more, and she was like, well, you got to dig even deeper. And she was like, if you think about it, over the last year, she's been involved with the Larry Nassar stuff at MSU. She had to testify and all of that. And that definitely would take a toll on anybody, regardless if you think it will or not, because she still went through all of that, and it all definitely takes a toll. So that was one of
we kind of lost him there. You hear it, Cam?
Somebody probably was calling me. There you go.
Say something, Cam.
Bro, Derek just fucked me.
You good?
He just called me. Look at the screen now. Literally.
You might gotta add him back. You good?
I was teed up.
I definitely was.
He just did it, I think.
Yo,
you hear me?
Yeah, we back. You was talking about Simone testifying with the Larry Nassar stuff and everything. Oh, we lost him again, bro. Technical difficulties.
But I can't even imagine being that high in the air.
Man, and like he was saying, everything she was going through, we still gonna keep this thing rolling. Look, you can hear us, Cam? We're gonna keep it rolling, bro. Yeah, you good.
Yeah, you
good.
Right back to it. Okay.
I'm gonna add you in. We're gonna keep this joint rolling. Let's get it.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you good to go.
Okay, cool. So I really didn't think about it too much with the bio stuff. And then when I found out she didn't perform in events, I was like, okay, so how are people going to respond to this? Because that was the main point of the paper, is how do people respond to athletes not sticking by the code, basically.
Right.
And the emotions were really mixed that she had received. But the biggest point she made was she was like, everybody just wake up. She's like, wake up. Everybody has these issues daily. And she was like, I just made I just let mine be known on a big stage.
Right.
And that takes a lot of humbleness. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And also courage. There's a lot of big words I can use for it. And then I have one more that I wanted to talk about. It was about Naomi Osaka. She's a tennis player.
Yep, we know it. Yep.
She chose not to. I'm pretty sure it was the French Open or the Australian Open. She chose not to participate in.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And when she was asked why, it was because she has social anxiety. It's a very real thing. A lot of people have that. A lot of people get nervous to talk to people. It's totally real. And so I looked at the comments that she was receiving, and it was stuff like diva and this and that. And it's like, I don't really understand how we can call somebody a diva because they don't like face-to-face interactions all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like she does her press conferences. She definitely does that. So she's not scared of it. But in that moment, it was definitely affecting her.
Right.
And she brought it to everybody's attention, and they didn't like that. And then lastly, I will touch on this because this just happened. How do you feel about Antonio Brown?
I knew you was gonna say that, yo. I knew you was gonna say that. I don't know if anybody agree, but I don't know if there's anything wrong with him in the head. I really think that's the kind of person he is because these kind of acts have lingered on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's compressed into him playing football or whatever the case is. I can be wrong, but we just done seen him act this way too many times for me to just be like, oh, something mentally wrong with him. I feel like that's an insult. I feel like we need to prove that for sure before we just go around something wrong with him in his head. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. What about you, Corey?
I wouldn't say it was
sound coming in.
You hear me now?
Go ahead, Corey.
You hear me now? I wouldn't say it was mental health. Then again, I don't know. But from my observations, I wouldn't say it was mental health. Because like you said, it's been the same lingering problems over and over again. So I'm not too sure. But I feel like in his situation, he just don't have the right person in his corner to be honest with him.
Right.
I think he's a little big-headed.
Cam, you can hear us.
So basically, like, a lot of people have mixed feelings about him. Nobody knows for sure what his issue is, obviously, because he has to go see that for himself.
Right.
But there's definitely some type of disconnect there. And a lot of people just straight up bash him and bash him and bash him. It's cool. He can be bashed because he's done wrong. He's done wrong.
Right.
But to a point, it's like, okay, maybe he needs help. Maybe he needs real help. And maybe this is his way of showing it at a stardom level is like, okay, I'm just going to be flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? And do it over the top so that people understand it.
Yeah.
And I've seen it happen. Aaron Hernandez, perfect example. Just never talked about it. Never touched on it. Just never touched on it at all. Right. And then trickle-down effect real quick. Right. And it's like these issues definitely become more and more of a problem the more people don't talk about them, which is why, like I said at the beginning, I feel like everybody just has to find somebody they're comfortable talking to.
Right.
It doesn't even have to be your best friend.
I got a question, though. I got a question for you, Cam. Can you hear me? So it's like, do you think this mental health stuff comes from what they traumatizing things they seen when they smaller, or it's just like something they born with or something they developed over time? Like, what do you think about that?
Say it again, bro.
Can you hear me? You can hear me clear now?
I can't hear. They keep going in and out.
I tell you what, can you hear me?
Can I join on the computer?
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna cut it right here and we'll continue with next.